Get Heavy Podcast, hosted by Craig Casamas and John Scheimer.
What's going on, guys? Welcome to Get Heavy Podcast. I'm coming to you from a special secret underground bunker that I have that's full of surf pictures.
Gone back to, dude, is that person doing a headstand?
Yes. Yeah, of course.
But they're doing a headstand on the sand, not in the water, not on a surfboard on the water.
I don't know. It's in the water,
Okay.
kind of. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, working out of town this week. So, how are you guys? Hope you're doing well. Scheimer and I actually just started talking about this recent development with the corona debacle, the death toll. Everyone's freaking out about it. So, John, give us a fill
Okay,
in.
so I was looking on I was looking on my Instagram shit. There's this Ventura County News one that pretty much we all look at, right? You know what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, I felt like Donald Trump right there. You know, when I try to explain something, it's go, you know what I mean.
You know what I mean.
You know what I'm talking
exactly
about. It's like no, the whole point of me is to get
you know who the people are.
You know, listen, we did this, it was really great. You know what I'm talking about. You know, I don't have to tell this to you. You already know.
You know what is funny is I literally don't know what you're talking about because I haven't seen it. You just told me about it right now. So
yeah,
I'm looking it up. I'm literally looking it up on the CDC site to see what.
Yeah, I was looking it up too while Craig was fixing his internet shit, and then I was looking at it and you know, that Ventura County News thing, not really a ton of people comment on it. You know what I mean? Thankfully, it's not crazy political on there. But some days it is fucking, you know, some days there's people commenting on it. Today I noticed, I'm like, damn, 15 comments. All right, let me check it out. I click on it and half of them are like, what do you think about the CDC releasing, trying to fudge the numbers without anyone noticing? And what they said was 94% of the deaths that are attributed to COVID basically had other conditions, which, you know, look at, there's, you know, and I don't know what my quick glance of it while I was thinking about it, it was all those bullshit, ABC 18, you know what I mean? Fox 25, Arizona, you know what I mean? Like those fucking, those news sites that are that are pretty fucking, you know what I mean? That only conspiracy theorists fucking shit. It's always you know what I mean? Whenever there's this weird article, it's always Fox 25. What the fuck is Fox 25? Fox 25 South Carolina or some shit. Right. You know what I mean? It's always some fucking thing. And that's all that I saw. So then I was annoyed that, you know, and I mean, I could be wrong because we're just figuring it out right now. So what does it say?
So I can't tell exactly what the spawn is, but so first of all, this whole entire, basically anyone that is dying within these times right now is that the theory is that people are being, it doesn't matter if they died of a fucking heart attack or a stroke or diabetes, they're getting counted as coronavirus. And the theory behind it is, the logical theory is that hospitals get more money. They get this emergency federal money. They get all kinds of shit. They can charge out the ass for the ventilators and the things, and it's a profit. They're able to make a larger profit off this COVID shit. That's the actual conspiracy of it. And you know what? It's probably true in some points. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But,
I mean, look at
94% seems a little much.
Well, that's what it said. So it was basically 94. So people were attacking this fucking Ventura County News thing, which I'm pretty sure is just some lady. You know what I mean?
This is actually saying that Donald Trump retweeted multiple posts that falsely claimed the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention decreased the numbers of U.S. coronavirus deaths to 9,210 from 154,000. This is Trump, I guess.
Yeah,
and I'd have to look at Trump's post, but those posts.
But the thing is, I saw that too. It said that Twitter removed. You know, it was Twitter removed this thing that was a false. There was a false statement supposedly, and the thing is, I haven't looked into it. So let's discover it. Let's find it out.
Okay, so here's the next bullet point. Those misconstrued data. Those posts misconstrued data from the CDC, which shows that the vast majority of corona-related deaths occur in patients who have comorbidities.
Comorbidities is basically
Yeah,
pre-existing. Like, it's basically
pre-existing
shit.
conditions, influenza, or like influenza and pneumonia. So it says that a vast majority of the corona-related death. This is what the CDC posted. Is that a vast majority of the corona-related deaths in the patients already had symptoms of influenza and pneumonia. As of August 31st, the CDC has reported that 182,000 Americans have died since the start of the pandemic. Some estimates it puts the death toll even higher, is what they're saying essentially. So I think what happened is, and I'm totally guessing, but they're saying that they basically, a lot of them had pre-existing conditions. A lot of them had influenza or pneumonia already. Now, whether that was already caused by corona or in accordance with, they don't know, but it's possible that they've marked a lot of people as a corona death when they really had pneumonia or they were already old or diabetic and all this stuff. But does it translate to 94% to drop it from 180,000 down to 9,000
to 10,000?
Right.
10,000,
It's like, that's a lot, dude. You know what I mean? And
it's just so I don't know. Like, I mean, like, look, I get it. I understand gray area. Like, gray area is a fucking real thing. You know what I mean? Like, but I just hate, like, I don't know, man. I just hate fucking this whole, like, just always trying to poke holes in shit.
Yeah,
you know?
Well, yeah.
Like, and the thing is, like, it's gonna be like this forever. It's gonna be like this forever, and it's like, look, like, okay, I understand how ridiculous that might have sounded me saying like, oh, why do you want to poke holes and shit? But it's just, I don't know. Maybe I'm just like, it's fucking exhausting, guys.
Well, it's like, dude, it's
like coronavirus is already exhausting enough.
Dude, like, when did being sick like become a Republican or Democrat issue? You know what I mean? Like, that's what I want to know, man. You know, like, when did getting sick like become politicized? It's insane to me, you know what I mean? And both sides are guilty of it, but this whole push of it's just not fucking real is really weird, you know what I mean? But it has been handled badly, and the information has been bad a lot of times. But also, that's how fucking science works.
I mean, it's like they're fucking doing shit in real time, and it's like a thing that like no one's ever seen. It's one of those like, damned if you do, damned if you don't.
I know.
You know what I
mean? Why is it a fucking political fight, dude? Like,
Oh
why does you wanting to not wear a mask or wear a mask make you either a Republican or a Democrat? Like, when did
or
that
it makes you
happen,
like a
dude?
fucking, or like you're if I mean, you know, yeah, or you're a conspiracy theorist, or you fucking are.
Yeah,
it's just
so
I don't know,
asinine,
like I think like my biggest thing with the whole thing is like, it's just like, when did the world get so like, not the world, America. When did America get so uncompassionate about just like, what the fuck happened to just be like, yo, man, like, I want you to be okay.
When has it ever been? Besides, I mean, when has it ever been? And besides times of war, like a world war.
I mean, like, look,
you know what I mean? They were only compassionate to themselves, you know.
I mean, my parents, my dad's 70, my fucking mom's in her fucking late 60s. Like, they fucking are like, you know, I mean, they ain't never seen no shit like this. None of us have seen no shit like this. Nobody's seen fucking like rioting on the streets of America, you know, in modern times.
I mean, not in like the last 60 years, 50 years.
Like
yeah.
No, but like this has been going for months. Like months. Like, we straight up looked like Europe, you know, like, and but the shitty thing about it is that it's all these like I'm sorry, all the protests don't get anything fucking solved, because it's like, you know, like if you're in like France, and there's how many people live in France? 15 million people?
I have no idea. Yeah, sure. I don't know.
Look up how many people live in France. Look up how many people live in France. I'm doing this from my phone, so I can't really look. I got you. Look up how many people live in France, okay?
Here's what an idiot I am is I literally typed how many people live in France.
No, there's nothing wrong with that. That's what I would have typed too.
66 million, almost 67
66
million
million.
people.
Okay, 66 million. So like, that is a quarter. What are we? 300 million?
350.
That's a fifth, a sixth the size of us.
Mhm.
So like when they fucking go and protest and like a fucking like it's small enough, you know what I mean? Countries like that are small enough where if you go shut down fucking cities and shit like that, it's a big deal.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Like here, it's so just like, well, that's fucking happening over there. That's happening over there. You know what I mean? Like where it doesn't, like nothing gets fucking solved. It all just goes away.
Well,
I mean, look at what the fuck was it? The Wall Street movement. What was that?
Occupy.
Occupy, yeah, the Occupy fucking thing. Like we went to a few of the Occupy.
Yeah, we did a tour. Yeah, we did a
went
tour.
to Occupy New York, and we went to the Occupy in Portland, and I went to the Occupy in LA. And like the thing is, like that shit's that like I love that shit. Like that's my fucking shit. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm down with fucking civil pro. You know what I mean? Like fucking telling people that are in charge, fuck you. You know?
Yeah. Well,
I still can't not flip off cops. I still can't do it. It's impossible. Today, I was fucking driving home, and I literally, like, saw a cop on the opposite side of the highway with someone pulled over, and I fucking honked and just fucking gave him the fucking – and he looked right at me, too, and it was great. It was, like, the perfect sunlight.
Perfect,
you know what I mean?
Nailed him.
It was one of those ones where he just fucking popped his head up and just fucking – whoo! I just can't not do it still.
Dude, well, and I've been saying it for a while, man, is like the Occupy movement was fine, but it ended in nothing because what happens, and I fear it's going to be the same thing here. I think this election goes, if for whatever reason Biden wins and actually everything does secede without a violent revolution, they're going to give you just enough for this shit to subside, and there's not going to be any real fucking progress. And it goes to show you that it's the same shit over and over and over again.
Oh, it's all bullshit.
You know, like I think the people in the BLM movement and all of us, we need to have a fucking list of demands, dude. Like watching Killer Mike speak during those rallies, that 5-point plan he has, the fucking base. I can't remember what they are, but I mean, you need to have an actual fucking leader. You need to have a leader and a unified voice in this shit because if, what's happening right now is people are just saying, no, not Trump, anything but Trump, not Trump, right? So now Biden gets in office, and that's enough. And that's enough for people to be fucking complacent again because at least the big bad wolf's gone, but now they're allowed to operate as they have been for 100 fucking years.
Yeah.
And we never progress. We never really progress. You know what I mean?
No. There's no progression. I mean, at this point, I think America is a fucking just like, we are just a beaten puppy, you know?
I think a lot of people, dude.
I think a lot of people are just exhausted. I think with the whole anti-Trump thing is it's just exhausting. And the thing is the guy is fucking exhausting.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like,
he might exhaust us right into winning again, dude.
Fuck, like, you know what I mean? Like, if he was fucking overtly left wing and was fucking doing all this crazy shit and just like not listening to the other fucking side and just being like, fuck you, we're just gonna do whatever the fuck we want, I would hate that too.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, I am definitely not just a fucking guy that's like, oh fuck, you agree with me, let's fucking roll. You know what I mean? Like, I hang out and I know, and I'm friends and family with so many people that disagree with me. Right. You know what I mean? Like I mean, I know that they disagree with me so much that I don't ever want to talk about it with them.
Well, and there's it used to be able to be you used to be able to do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you used to be able to have a conversation.
You used to be able to not agree with people, and it was like, well, we don't agree. But now it's you have to disown them, hate their kids, fucking wish them death. You know what I mean? And then also blast them on social media.
Well, but the fucking thing is, though, I mean, is that fucking like people are just annoying as fuck now.
Yeah, on both
people
sides.
People are annoying as fuck. The thing is, it's like, George Bush supporters weren't even this annoying. The most annoying thing about George Bush was you would see the fucking bumper sticker. You'd see the bumper sticker.
And There's a little more annoying than that, but yeah.
I remember George Bush was the first time when fucking people would have the bumper sticker like after the election. Because I remember back then it was like fucking, oh shit, the election's coming. Oh fuck, there's signs. Oh fuck, these stupid people got these stupid bumper stickers. That's as much as they had. Bumper stickers and a fucking stupid T-shirt, maybe. You know,
Sure.
but I mean, even in the fucking Obama times, it all went away. You know what I mean? Like, hey.
Well, it's the illusion of safety. You know what I mean? Like,
Well,
you know what I mean? The pendulum
people
swing.
Want to live their lives. People want to live their lives. People
100%.
People want to do their shit. And the thing is, before, I'm like, I hate that it's fucking like, that it has started with Trump, but it has. Like, ever since fucking Trump and his fucking just, blah, 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 blah. He is the fucking, like, he is the kid in school that you're just like, oh my fucking God.
He's going to ever stop talking? Yeah.
He can never fucking stop talking. And then it's like always bullshit. And it's always just like, you know what I mean? It's like, it's not just Donald Trump. It's just the type. It's that type. That type of person where it's just like, always just fucking like, shut the fuck up. You know what I mean?
I
like,
mean, he's,
that's what it is. It's like, shut the fuck up. Like, God for, like, this dude could have fucking just, if the last 6 months, if he just would have had any kind of compassion, any kind of fucking compassion,
right.
He'd be at fucking, he would have won Democrats over. He would have won all these fucking people over. Because fucking Joe Biden is the fucking worst. Yeah. You know? He's fucking horrible, you know?
Yeah,
but
he doesn't have fucking compassion.
But the thing is, Joe Biden is going to fucking win. Oh, my God. Joe Biden's going to fucking win. Sorry. Joe Biden is going to win because he's literally just going to be fucking nice.
Dude, I'm telling you, man, you guys better be ready because Trump has a real chance of winning this election again.
No, I get
he
that.
Really does.
They both do. It's gonna come down to it, but I'm not gonna like. The thing is, I'm already ready. I'm already here.
Yeah. Well, I know,
it's
but I mean,
but the thing is, it's gonna be fucking gnarly. I'm sorry. The next 4 years, I seriously might fucking really try to make a full court press to leave the fucking country.
Dude, it couldn't. I mean, yeah, that's.
You know what I mean?
It can get wild, man.
For fucking, well, I mean, if you wanted to fucking bail, you could figure it the fuck out.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, but like, the thing is that if fucking like, and I hate sounding like this. I hate being this type of person. But if fucking Trump wins again, it's gonna be 4 more years of just fucking overt politics of just like the dude tweeted 90 times the other day. Mm-hmm. 90 fucking times in like a 2-hour window in the morning. I haven't tweeted 90 times in my life.
Ever.
Yeah. Ever.
No, I'm with you.
Think about that type of person. Think about that type of person. Imagine if that type of person was hanging out with us. You know, and I'm not trying to get on a fucking anti-Trump thing because fuck them both. You know what I mean? Fuck all presidents. Even the ones I vote for. They all fucking suck.
They're all, it's a terrible job, dude.
But it's just fucking.
It shouldn't even be a job anymore, I don't think.
You have to be a piece of shit to be a president.
To want to be a president.
Obama, yeah, exactly. Obama fucking, like, you know, he fucking signed all kinds of fucked up shit. You know, but the thing is that that's what fucking presidents do. You know what I mean? Like, we've been beaten down by it throughout all of life. You know what I mean? And fucking, that's just what presidents do. That's the fucking world we live in. Guess what? I don't see no armed revolution coming up against the government, so I'm just going to go on and fucking live my life. But if this motherfucker would just shut the fuck up, then we could go on living our lives.
I think a lot of even his supporters feel like that. You know,
he could do all, and the thing is, that's where he's gonna lose because he's tone deaf. He's that person.
Oh, yeah.
He's that person. He's that person that fucking comes over and you're just like, what the fuck?
Now, who invited him? Yeah.
Like, who the fuck invited this guy? He's never coming again.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, he would be like one party. He'd be at one party. I'd be like,
he's a punisher.
Like,
he's a punisher.
That's what it is. We're all being punished. We're all being fucking punished. And it's just fucking, it's exhausting.
I said it. He's the president we deserve.
I get it.
You know, dude, he really is. We deserve this. In order for us to get our fucking priorities straight, I think we deserve it, whether you believe it or not. You know.
The thing is that everyone is just mad at each other. Like, straight up, we are straight anti-protesters and protesters are straight killing each other now.
Did you see he
You know
got
what I
on and defended that little fucking shit that mowed down those
I
people at the
can't.
protest?
It looked like he was running away. It's like the motherfucker showed up with an AR-15. And you're
State
fucking
line,
telling me
17
the guy
years
with the
old.
fucking skateboard is attacking him?
Hmm.
Oh,
I watched
God.
footage of him punching a girl the other day. That little kid. You're like, wow,
Dude, it's
okay.
fucking
yeah.
I mean, it's just bullshit. Like, I wish that fucking America just went the fucking German route and fucking like just made Germany basically made like any
Two
kind of
Germanys.
Nazi sympathy, any kind of Nazi sympathy, any kind of Nazi fucking like there's no like they're just like we want to eliminate like you are not allowed to fucking like you're not allowed to do hate speech in Germany
Right.
because of the fucking because of all that
Atrocities.
shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and we it should have fucking happened a long time ago because fuck that shit. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, but
guess
look
what? Guess what?
look
You
what
can
it
live in a
took
free
for
country. You can live in a free country. You can be a free fucking person and still have like Nazism fucking illegal or white power as an illegal thing or fucking. You know what I mean? Like, but people are so fucking small minded. They'll be like, well, what about fucking brown power and black power? And it's like in this country, it's a different thing. Like you need to fucking like these people need brown and black power because they're fucking like they've been shit on. They've been you know what I mean? We straight live in northern Mexico.
Mm-hmm.
You know, this used to be fucking Mexico. You know?
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, it's
and it's like it's just.
The thing is you know, look what it took. Look what happened in Germany in order to get to that point where they're like, you know what, this is insane. They had to commit atrocities and they ripped their own fucking country apart. We're not far off. You know what I mean? We're not far off from.
Oh, I know. I want to. Yo.
You know, we're not far from splitting this country in half right now. You know what I mean?
I want to move.
It's very well could fucking happen.
Yeah. I would move if I had to emergency move. I'll move to Sweden.
Well, I don't know. It'd be nice. I'll wait for it to get bad, I guess. Yeah, but I mean, it's bad, but
I'm just like
a true American. It doesn't affect you till it comes.
I mean, look, like I already only see my friends through fucking FaceTime and fucking Zoom. It's like, what the fuck if I go live somewhere fucking else?
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, this is what fucking life is. You know.
Yeah. There's a lot of pressure building up, man. You know what I mean? There's a lot of fucking pressure, especially with them empowering, you know, that type of behavior. You know,
we just have like the worst boss. You know, it's that it's that bad boss syndrome where you're just like you know what I mean? Like when you wake up and go to work and you're just like, God, I have to go
not today, man. Yeah. No, I feel you, dude. It's become very, it's exhausting. It's exhausting to have to even.
That's what it is.
It's like half your day. You know what I mean?
It's exhausting.
And then not only that, it's exhausting to talk to people and decide whether it's going to be a full-blown fucking argument or you just not say a word about it.
Yeah, the thing is,
I mean, and I spend a lot of my days doing that, dude. I would spend a lot of my days talking to people in construction and shit like that, where I just think like it's not even worth the conversation, dude, because it doesn't matter. Like I saw one of these guys I work with post like basically a meme that said like Trump could kill 6 people in the street, fucking kiss my sister, blah blah blah, all this shit, and I'll still fucking vote for him. I was like, well, then that's it. That's you don't reason with that. You don't reason with.
That's not reasoning, and the
you
problem
don't reason
is
with a deity. You know what I mean? Like
those people should not be represented. Those people, like
they feel how they want to feel. You know.
I mean, but people that like that's not the world. That's not the world I want to live in.
It definitely is. It definitely doesn't reflect America's democratic values whatsoever. You know what I mean? It doesn't reflect anything.
What country is this where fucking I was like ever looking, going like, yo, let's fucking have like fucking someone fucking let's have a president that's gonna fucking kill people. That sounds tight.
Dude, I mean, people are literally like going all in, like all in. It's starting to be no matter what he does, it only strengthens his cause. And it's the same thing in like fucking extremist Muslims, same thing as an extremist fucking Christians or whatever.
Yeah,
it's the same. He is becoming a religion.
But
just as all other dictators have become.
They don't deserve the seats of power.
Oh, they definitely don't. Yeah, no, I mean,
that.
no one, no one does. I mean, no one will bat an eye to talk shit about fucking Kim Jong-un or Il or whatever one it is.
Yeah.
Kim Jong-un, the one that's supposedly in a coma now. We don't know, but
I don't think
but also like America has some of the same tenets, and especially like with this all in or nothing like mentality that the country's starting to adapt. I mean, like I said, man, I think we're closer to fucking, 30s and 40s Germany than we've ever realized. You know what I mean? And it's starting to sneak up pretty quick, man. And if we're not careful, and if we don't get some real leadership, some real voices, some real people that understand what the people want, what the people need, especially when it comes to like racial shit, this social injustice, the inequality and the fucking wage gap between rich people and poor people. I mean, we really have to start making real, actual fucking demands, dude. And we have to be organized at this point, That's just how
The thing is, people like we've become a society that doesn't want to do anything. Just want to talk about it.
Well, we haven't had to do anything in 60, 70 years. I mean, when was World War II? That was the last time we had to do something. I mean, we obviously went to Vietnam, but that was under our own accord, and the shit that they did over there was terrible. It's been proven. But World War II, you know what I mean, was the last time this country had to get off its ass and really fucking fight for something. You know what I mean? And it's about due again, you know what I mean?
Well,
but it's very likely we'll rip ourselves apart before it happens,
We went to Vietnam was pretty gnarly.
Well, it was gnarly, but it wasn't like they didn't shut down our country to, the whole entire country and the economy shifted to war. Every company made shit for war. You know what I mean? It was a different world back when World War II hit. You know what I mean? And when you go to Vietnam, it's like, people were getting pulled out of college, and people were not happy about it, and obviously the response to it was terrible, because they knew it was for nothing over the fucking to fight communism. It's like it was such bullshit. Whereas Germany was on a real track to actually conquer the fucking world, and everyone in this country had to band together and fight it. You know what I mean? And I just wonder, like, now you see these fucking guys that are Americans, their parents fought in these wars, grandparents, and they're sporting fucking Nazi flags, and you're like, how, dude? How can you be an American and also a fucking Nazi, dude?
Yeah, you can't.
It just doesn't make any sense, man.
I mean, the thing is, like, we've hit a time where it's like, I get it that, like, they're just like, the fact that anti-fascism is a bad term right now.
Yeah. Well, right now it is, yeah.
Is like, you know what I mean? Like, it's fucking
wild. Yeah. I mean, but those guys got their fucking faults as well. You know what I mean? It's the same thing,
does.
Yeah. As soon as it goes to like real like violence for no reason, it's like, okay, well,
you get the choice to be on two sides of history.
That's it.
I'll prefer to be on one. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Dude, it's great. Okay, so this weekend I went camping.
Mm-hmm.
I went camping with like 10 other dudes, and we all did mushrooms at the Kern River and just like talked and laughed and stuff. But like more than a few of them don't like agree, like, you know what I mean? Like, don't agree with me politically. And the thing is, like, I've never had conversations with them about it, but I just know. And I'm like, hey, we hang out, like, but we don't have to have fucking conversations about it. But they're always like dropping lines like, oh, like there was not while we were on mushrooms, but there was a bunch of guns there.
Mm-hmm.
And like, we were talking about it, so we went shooting the next day, and like, people were like dropping lines like, this, California, this or that, blah, blah. And like, the whole time I'm like, you live in fucking California. Like, Shut the fuck up. Like I get it. You know what I mean? Like, but just fucking shut the fuck up. Like, if
Yeah.
you know, but then it's always like, well, you know, the weather and all this other stuff. I'm like, yeah. Guess what? You can go live in fucking Omaha, Nebraska. Shoot the fuck out there.
Sacrifice your Second Amendment rights for the weather.
You can go shooting fucking downtown. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck, you know? But
yeah. Well,
so,
it's
like,
easy to bitch, man. It's easy to bitch when you're comfortable.
It's easy to bitch. It's easy to bitch, and it's easy to fucking be like, well, you know, like this, and it's like, you know, just I hate living like people live in maybes and like, well, you know, like or they live in absolutes also, but their absolutes are completely wrong. You know, or like they, you know, I mean, I guess it comes back to this fucking whole 94% thing with the fucking CDC. Like, people just fucking nowadays want to fucking find their fucking thing, want to find their narrative and agree with it and be cool. But it's funny though.
It just goes to show you that like Americans think they're so unique and special. And there really is no like unifying. Like I read this really fascinating article the other day, and it was on Forbes, and it was about how basically like they've done a bunch of studies, and they don't think that, you know, some of these mental disorders like ADHD or alcoholism and shit like that is an actual disease. It like rather it being a diagnosis or not alcoholism. I'm sorry. ADHD, some of the mental ones, like not the serious like schizophrenia and stuff, but I have to find the article again. But it was pretty fascinating that, you know, what they were saying is, depression, shit like that is like, these are actual like reactive like mechanisms that your brain has always had since the beginning of time. You know what I mean? But our culture, especially in America, is you have to have a diagnosis. Like my daughter went to therapy, right? Like, cause she was going through a little tough time. She's 12, you know, and that's fine. We put her in therapy. It was never would have been an option for me, but they diagnosed her with something that I had never heard of in my life. And I said, what is that? Like, what the fuck does that even mean? I asked the therapist, and she goes, well, basically it's being a preteen. I said, does that really need a name? Like, that needs a name, you know what I mean? But this article was very fascinating in the fact that, you know, in other countries, like ADHD isn't really a diagnosis because they structure their education such that kids are outside like 60% of the day running, playing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like they're saying that like in a lot of these studies that manic depression, you know, shit like that, all that stuff is basically a product of what the brain has always naturally done. And you know, the people with ADHD 10,000 years ago probably would have been fucking the hunters and the gatherers. You know what I mean? They would have been the people running all day, shit like that. It was fascinating that like we've created such a culture here that everyone needs a fucking little special diagnosis, and everyone needs their own little fucking niche and their own little thing they have to be in, you know, or even like with the gender shit with my kids, you know what I mean? It's like, you can't just be a confused teenager anymore. You have to have your whatever you identify as, and your pronoun, and your this and that, just something. It's like, as individuals we think we are, we're constantly trying to put ourselves in this tiny little fucking box that fits our little narrative. You know what I mean? And the Trump shit, the Biden shit, the politics, BLM, it all fits in there, you know what I mean? And there's elements of very important questions and very important answers we should be seeking, but it gets buried in your little fucking special version of what you think it is.
Right.
You know,
I mean, like,
it's weird. I don't know how to even process it.
I mean, with like lots of things though, when like, honestly, like, if people want to fucking do, I mean, I'm down with people doing whatever the fuck they want as long as they ain't fucking hurting or fucking causing problems for other fucking people.
100%, dude. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you fucking can do and be whoever the fuck you want, and I'm fine with it. You know?
No, you know, you should be, but also you should be able to step back and see the bigger picture every once in a while and think beyond your fucking self into your children's generation, maybe a little bit. You know what I mean? Like, and see, you should be able to do both of those, man.
Yeah, totally.
You know, it just doesn't, and I don't see how people can't, like, especially like if you have kids, man, like, not you, but you know, I talk to people and it's like your beliefs are so specifically to what affects you in this moment.
Yeah.
And like you have a fucking set of 5 kids that are may not ever even get that fucking privilege because you're being so fucking selfish.
Did you say 5 kids?
Well, or just, you know, yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
You know, 3 kids, 1 kid, 2 kids.
Yeah.
You know, enough kids to where it's like
what Mormons you hanging out with, dog?
a lot. It's white trash, buddy. You know, but it's like your views are so fucking narrow, dude. And it's not even Republican or Democrat. It's you know, it goes both sides of the spectrum, and it just goes to show you that I just think as I get to step back and get a little older and see what my kids are going through and the struggles they're dealing with, which are way beyond what I dealt with. I mean, I dealt with like real trauma and stuff too, but you know, just the weird world they're navigating in, I start to step back and I go like, dude, what decisions can I make now that will help my fucking children in the future? And it's like sometimes those decisions don't reflect how I feel. You know what I mean? They don't reflect how I feel because it's not for me. You know what I mean? It's for them. It's fucking for them. Like, what do we want for this place?
Everyone is self-serving.
Yeah.
Like Americans are self-serving. Like whatever the fuck affects them, you know? And it's like,
it's exactly right.
Look, I get it. Like you have to fucking take care of yourself and you have to fucking want to be happy. But it's okay to fucking want other people to be okay too, and like
that's
like get joy from that and be like, yo, fuck, all my people are doing good.
I believe high tides raise all ships, man.
You know, I've always wanted to live in nice neighborhoods, not be the house on the hill.
Right, and the mentality is step on your neighbor until you get there. That's the mentality.
Yeah. Like you're supposed to want to be the fucking person, the house on the hill, and I'm like, yo, I want to chill with all my peeps. I want to be good.
Right. But that just kind of, I think a lot of that harkens back to how we spent most of our childhood, which was, you know, punk rock community, building friendships and building bonds. A lot of people don't have it, man. A lot of people compete all the way through high school in sports. They get out, they do shit in college, they do nothing in their lives, they get their girlfriends pregnant. They marry them. They fucking hate them. They cheat on them for 20 years. Yeah. They work a job they don't fucking like. They have one hobby, and they have 6 good stories to tell about when they were in high school and college, and they hit their kids. You know what I mean? It's like, and that's a lot of fucking people, dude. And when you have, you know, and I'm not saying it's obviously you hate your kids, but I'm not saying it's the worst thing that ever happened. I mean, you can create happy, healthy people like that, but the majority of people feel like they got to raw into the fucking deal. And the majority of people feel like no matter what color, race, creed they feel like they got to raw into the deal. And if, you know, when it goes back to politics, when you see a fucking guy on the podium telling you that, hey, these motherfuckers are just complaining and bitching, you go, yeah, fuck them. I got to raw in too. You know what I mean? It's like, that's how it happens, you know? But I've just, as I've gotten older, I've been able to step back and think like, you know, a lot of this, like, you know, the weirdo, like the gender stuff that I don't understand it's like, dude, I think it's dumb, but my daughter's heavily involved in it. It's something that she's passionate about. And guess what? It'll fucking probably pass. It'll pass. And she'll be in something else. And then she'll find someone that she likes, whatever it is, whoever it is, you know what I mean? And it's not even going to be a fucking problem. You know what I mean? Like, when you think about shit in a 20-year span, it seems easy to be compassionate, but it's just not, I guess, for people. There you go. Kittens.
Everyone needs kittens.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I miss the world just kind of fucking being like,
I know.
I guess not the world, just America. Just be fucking nice. Jesus Christ.
Remember when it was like okay to be ignorant to everything?
Yeah.
Like when it was okay to be like, oh man, I didn't hear about that. You know, like now if you're paying attention, you're a piece of shit, and if you're not paying attention, you're a piece of shit. Like,
yeah.
I don't know what's happening, you know.
Yeah.
So,
well, now like you've like the shitty thing is, I think it's different about this time around is like you have to pay attention.
Well,
Like,
yeah.
because if you don't, a fucking like a week will go by. A week will go by, and so much will fucking happen that you'll be like, oh my God, like I fucking need to, like, what the fuck did I miss? You know?
Obviously not a cat butt.
Dude, these fucking cats, like,
They're insane.
at like 5 a.m, they will literally
Go to
come
war.
and they I'll be laying in bed and they're like on like my chest, you know, right next to me and shit. And they started doing this. They do this.
Oh, the kneading. They're like kneading you. Yeah.
They're like this, but their fucking nails are coming out.
Yeah.
Just bare, you know what I mean? Like I think it's like a growing thing or something. You know what I mean? Like
They do it when they're comfortable around something. You know what I mean?
yeah. So they fucking they do that, and it just drives me insane. But they're so fucking cute that I'm just like, oh, it's okay. You can do that. Someone loves me.
I used to feel like that, and then I had kids sleeping in my bed. I was like, get the fuck out of my bed.
Yeah, but the cats are like, trust me,
yeah.
dude. Fucking my youngest sleeps in bed with me, and fucking I cannot. He fucking does fucking 360s. I'm like, bro.
Yeah.
Bro.
Who are
and
you
he's
fighting?
Like, he like refuses to sleep in his own bed.
Yeah.
And fucking I just, you know, and I'm just like, you know, and you know, his mom is like, you know, I'm like, yo, can we fucking can we have him sleeping? Can we have him sleeping in his own bed? It's nice, you know. And I'm like, God.
Oh, dude, I went and slept on the couch for like 3 hours last night because my fucking baby woke up and he goes, like every 30 seconds
like,
just because he's mad at his mom or something. And I was like, you know, instead of being, you know, I obviously I got up and said a bunch of mean shit to the baby, of course, and then went downstairs and slept on the couch for like 3 hours, you know, and it's like, but I hate it. I fucking hate it. I've never made more of a case in my life for having my own room than right now. I want my own room. I want my own fucking room, dude. That's it. I understand why couples back in, you know, a few decades ago used to do that because it's the best way to live.
Yeah.
I don't know. I want my own room. That's what I want. That's what those are my demands now.
We need to get Craig has demands. He's protesting.
Yeah. I'm gonna start a GoFundMe.
Start a GoFundMe.
Room in my garage.
Start a GoFundMe. You should you should take like a militia style picture. You know, just be like,
that's a good idea.
Yo, babe, I'm coming for you if you don't give me my own room.
Dude, this aggression will not stand.
This aggression will not stand.
All right, man. Well, fuck. Let's get out of here.
Okay. So, yeah, for sure.
All right, guys. So check out the Patreon. It's patreon.com/getheavy. You can check that out. Subscribe. We got early episodes, bonus episodes starting to come out now. We got merch coming out. Like I said, I think we should be getting the shirts here in the next week or so, John?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Shirts and masks will all be here. So all the pre-orders are going to start shipping, and we will have them on hand. So go ahead and check that out at bigcartel.com/getheavypodcast. And then always like, rate, review, and listen on all podcast formats, and check out our YouTube channel.
Uh-huh.
All right, brother. I love you, man.
Love you, man.